Okay guys, we're in the Minhill Road in Glasgow here with Paul Docherty. How you doing, my man?
How you doing, Nick? All good, mate?
Back for another reality refurb. Now, just to whet your appetite on this one, we're going to give you high level numbers here. So just quickly give us the projected cash flow figure for this per month.
So it's going to net about £2,000 a month after all costs are paid.
We'll take you inside for a look. Here we go. Look at this. So I've already been in here, guys, got the start. So what a difference. And we'll put some before clips in as we walk round. And you were saying like all this stuff is pretty much replicated throughout all your other properties.
Yeah, so I use everything the exact same. Kitchens the exact same, bathrooms the exact same, floors the exact same, furniture's the exact same, give or take. All do is change colours.
So obviously your primary goal here is to take this as a serviced accommodation.
Yeah.
Now, this was a 2-bedroom flat, like you said, now a 3-bedroom. So tell us what you did to get it into a 3-bedroom then.
So this was originally the living room, so we've put the kitchen in here.
Nice. Now, where'd you get your kitchens, I always ask?
So I got this one from Ren. I normally go to Magnet, but the reason I went to Ren on this is they essentially offer a buy now, pay later. So I could pay this up over 3 years. So I had 5 kitchens I had to buy all at one time. So I would be like close to 30 grand out there. But this allowed us to only put down, I think I put down 4 grand on them. The rest is paid monthly over 3 years.
Obviously, when you run the business, that helps cash flow. So any kind of issues in this room? Like, what was all done here? Replastered or?
Yeah, so stripped everything out, replastered it all, had to run the electrics and the plumbing through here for the new kitchen, and then it's just about where's the furniture going, and then that's what determines where your socket's going. So obviously you need to put sockets for TVs, sockets next to couches and everything.
So all that planning work?
Pretty much, yeah. It's just...
Tell me a wee bit about the building warrant process.
So yeah, so get your architect involved at the very start. You say, right, okay, this is what I want to do. So I wanted my kitchen going in here, wasn't too fussed how the layout was going to be. So then he goes to the drawings and he needs to get like the minimum working spaces and stuff like that. He submits the proposal to the council, so then they say yes or no. So they said yes. And they were happy with the drawings, so then I go install it, and now that it's completed we then submit pictures, we submit the new install certs and everything else, and then they either will approve it off just virtually or they'll come out and have a look at it and approve it.
Nice.
So
and there's obviously added costs to that as well, but architects fees and...
So all in, I was probably about maybe 2.5 grand for that, for the architect, the drawings and all the building proposal as well.
Steel work in here, is there?
No, so that was originally like this.
Right.
So I think this was originally 2 flats, because you can see there's a beam being taken out here and there's a beam being taken out next door as well.
That's like the radiators. So you've gone for this bathroom's brilliant. Look at the size of these tiles. So going for tiles, so real kind of, none of that wet wall shit, eh?
So again, when people see my property online and see the value as well, I want them to look at it and go, wow. So again, I'm not someone who's kind of big on all these different colours and making it all come together, so I just do it pretty simple. So it's just big 1200 by 600 light Carrera tiles, and then have gold kind of like features, and then just everything else.
That's tile rails, nice, bro. Where do you get your bathroom stuff from, Ian?
So I get the shower tray, toilet and stuff like that from Bath Giant in Rutherglen. I get the tiles online, so I can share the link for it.
Right, brilliant. Like, onwards into the bedrooms. So again, this is like, you've kitted this out, the furniture.
Yeah.
We'll go into costs on how much for these things right at the end, but obviously you've gone for a twin setup here.
Yeah.
Is it twins in all the rooms then?
No, so always do double in the master and then twins everywhere else. So then if the person who's booking it is generally going to be staying in the master room, they get either a double bed if they're with a couple or something like that, and then the singles give you flexibility, just where it's either 2 singles or a couple that can push the beds together.
And carpets there on the floor, nice.
Yeah.
Completely carpets. Let's have a look at this other room. You get a telly up there as well, new boiler, that's the double bedroom, and another twin here. So that's the 3 bedrooms, decent sized rooms as well, eh?
Yeah,
this one's a cracker.
It's a tenement flat, so everything's big. So you got big in terms of area. I think the flat's about 75 to 80 square metres. And then it's like 3.2 metre ceilings as well.
Speak to me a wee bit about management then, because you manage these yourself.
Yeah.
Put them on Airbnb and booking.com.
Yeah.
Is that not a pain in the arse?
Not really. Just about see if you can systemise how you want to do things. And so, right, okay, this is exactly the process of write everything out. You get a VA in, and then it's monkey see, monkey do. They'll do exactly what you tell you to do and not kind of anything more more or less. They have some common sense, but probably not much. They just follow processes. And then every time something new comes up, you just need to write a process and go back through that loop, really.
What I used to do this stuff myself, so I do know the kind of issues that come up. But what do you do when you get that phone call at midnight where they can't get into the key box, the lockbox?
So again, there's systems for that. So there's, right, okay, here's a picture of the key box, here's a picture of the code in it. Look, this is the wee lever that you push down. So this is a picture of the physical keys. This is where the keys go in. If these don't work, there's another lockbox here. Use this one. So all of that has to go through before it's even came to me.
You like your systems?
Pretty much, yeah. I don't want to be involved in any of this any more than I have to be. And also put on the chat when they book it and then when they check in is that please do not phone the number on the account. Please put all the details in the chat because this is monitored 24/7.
Right. Just try to mitigate any.
Exactly. Like you still get it, but I'm just at a stage now. If my phone goes, I ignore it. And like I'll
get your accommodation then.
So I'll see the number that's coming up and then I'll go, right, okay, I'll check it on the booking, right, it's this one here, and I'll message my VA to then message in the chat.
But it only takes a few bad reviews, right? So if somebody's like stressed out and something wrong, and they can't get you, then you maybe get, it's all reviews, isn't it? It's all reviews. So,
but see if it happens at 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm not answering my phone.
Aye, well that's it.
So it's like, this is the process, is you will go through it this way, or I'll deal with the consequences.
Aye. Well,
so I should get lots and lots of extra 5-star reviews.
How are your reviews so far and the other ones? You
pretty good, yeah. You're probably averaging on Airbnb like 4.75, 4.8, booking.com it's out of 10, so it's like high 9.
You had any stinkers?
Yeah, you always get people moaning.
Moaning about?
So one person moaned that there wasn't enough hangers, but he was staying in a 3-bedroom house himself.
Really?
So like, and then he complained to book Airbnb and he got 150 quid off.
Right, does that come out of your pocket?
It's people, like, you can just tell he's just playing the game.
Right, okay. Open up that cupboard, because that's another great space.
So this is...
Your, what is it, a tumble dryers and that in here?
So this is going to be a utility, so this is going to be where all the laundry and stuff like that goes. In all my flats, I don't put the washing machines in the kitchen. I try and keep more space in the kitchen, so I always put them in a cupboard somewhere, just so they're out the way. Right,
come into the living room then, we'll talk, we'll deep dive into numbers, your strategy then. So, purchase price starts off.
Purchase was 115,000.
Right, renovation costs?
About 35.
So 150 all in, plus...
Fees of stamp duty and stuff like that was close to 10, so there's 160.
So after he's done all the work, guys, he's gone for a remortgage, yeah? How did you purchase it originally, fund it?
I bought it on bridging.
Bridging loan, and then obviously you need to try and get off that as quick as possible.
Yeah.
How long did it take you from start to finish? It's taken a wee while, this one, isn't it?
So it's probably about 4.5 to 5 months, but maybe just under 3 I was waiting in the warrant.
Aye.
So I'd kind of run everything in, so I'd plumbing and electrics already in so that the place could get replastered, but for 2.5 months it sat just kind of doing nothing.
Okay, so we're up to 160 now.
Yeah.
You've gone for your traditional lending.
Yeah, so I just put on the mortgage for 160, that's all I asked for. For this, the money, I don't need the money to keep going again. I'll make the money every month from it, and also I do as a strategy, I kind of deleveraging as well. Like you can push it to maybe 180 or 200, but you don't know where the property industry is going to go in the next 5 years. So for me, if I just don't be greedy, but just take all the profits every month, then I know in 5 years, if it's worth 200, then it's worth 200.
Obviously, it's like a good location up here.
Yeah.
Property values going up traditionally, but so just in my head there, how much would that have been after all refinancing and everything? How much would be kind of left in this deal? How much would it cost you?
It'll cost me 40 grand. That's with the refurb and with all the furniture in it.
Sorry, how much were we again for the furniture?
5. I was roughly, I know I'm 40 all in for the refurb and the furniture. I think it's roughly about like 34 to 35 for the refurb and like 5 to 6 for the furniture.
This is useful for guys because a lot of people don't realise the setup costs involved in a serviced accommodation property like this as well. So by the time you do everything, you're about 40 grand left in.
Yeah.
So it's a £40,000 investment, but how long, if you're projecting your numbers based on £2 grand
a month,
which is phenomenal. I'm interested to revisit you in 12 months to see if that turns out, but you reckon from past experiences?
So past experience in the bookings, so I've put the bookings live on Friday, so we just kind of some quick pictures onto the iPhone, and I've had about 5 or 6 grand worth of bookings so far over the weekend.
Right.
So I think it's going to fly.
So how long do you reckon, I'm just trying to do the maths in my head.
How long till money out?
To get your money back.
So if it nets £2,000 a month, then it's 20 months.
Yeah.
But for me, that's not the important. I'm not looking at, you can get a buy to let and you can be making £300 a month. You might ball out in 20 months, but see between 20 months and 5 years or 20 months and 10 years, if you're netting £2,000 a month compared to £300 a month, the difference is phenomenal. And that's what I'm looking at. All my sums are based on how much am I in a profit by 3 years, 5 years and 10 years. That's what I look at now.
Okay.
I'll rent it out and I'll get $1,950 for it. So my mortgage is like going to be in the region of $650.
Okay.
So I'm clearing at least £1,000 a month.
Nice one. And you're on to the next one already.
Pretty much,
You've got a few.
So yeah, I've got,
Pipeline.
they all kind of came at once. So I've got 2 at Hamilton Hill, that 2-bed flats that I bought that I've just about finished. I've got one in a 4-bed, 120 square metre semi in Ormsey Street in Milton. That's just got the keys to on Friday there. And I've got it's a 3-bed, it's going to be turned into a 4-bed in Westmoreland Street in the Leafy South Side, or Govan Hill.
Westmoreland Street, that was a no-go zone, like not so long ago. You would never go down there, but it's
Do you know something, like,
back up in it, so?
My dad's like stayed in Bowman Street for like 25 years, so
all right.
he got an offer to sell his for about 65 grand back in, say, maybe like 2012, 2013, and he held off to like I think it was just before COVID, so like 2019, 2020, and for a 1-bed, like 65 centi square metre flat that hadn't been refurbed in like 25 years,
Yeah.
he got 150 grand for it.
Amazing.
Because it's the new West End, as people are calling it.
Trendy cafes and all that.
Aye.
But listen, that's brilliant. Thanks very much for sharing the numbers with us on this. Is there any kind of lessons learned from this that you'd maybe do differently the next time? Is there any challenges?
Yeah.
In the kind of traditional style
So
buildings?
going back to the refurb, so I've been using individual trades, and previously I was here a lot more to like kind of organise things. It's all the daffy questions that people ask. So now my tiler and my joiner, they have got a renovations company, so I'm going to them for the full thing now. So this is a design now. This is how I want it. I'm probably going to cost me a bit extra, but for me, I value my time more. So then it's.
So even if it's like £5 extra, you still think that's good use of time because you're back and forth. What sourcing materials?
No, really. I do everything. I do everything remotely and stuff like that. But it's more the things. It's like, so when you're fitting out the kitchen, if you've got the electrics roughed in but there's not sockets in, and then the joiner builds it in, puts the washing machine, the fridge in, then you need to strip it back out for the spark to do it. Or like, it's all the wee daft things. It was when it's coming to finish it, and it's like you realise me go, right, okay, this is the next step. Like you start off doing a lot of the donkey work yourself, or a lot of the stuff yourself, and then you start bringing in individual trades, and then you get to the next level where it's here's the keys. I do everything the same, so how hard can it be really?
Did you make those beds through there?
No, I didn't actually.
I was good. So Paul, thanks very much again.
Yeah.
Just if anyone's looking to reach out to connect with you, can they get hold of you?
Yeah, get my Instagram, Nickel, tag it, so it's PaulDoc91.
Brilliant. And are you ever looking for anyone to work with in terms of like people to invest with yourself, or do you just kind of...
Yeah, so I attained my kind of first investment for the next project here. So like, all mine are like quite meaty refurbs. This is like 35. The one that I'm going to in Ormsey Street, that's just shy of 50. And then the one in Westmoreland Street, that's 50 as well. So I've taken 40 grand off the next one for the refurb for it. So if anyone's looking to give away some cash, essentially invest it for the refurb, then I'm open to conversation. So just drop me a wee message on Insta.
Great stuff. Thanks very much, Paul. Obviously, on the Scottish Property Podcast, we advise that you always do your own due diligence if you're investing with anybody. We don't endorse anybody. Hope you enjoyed this Reality Refurb. We'll be back for another one very shortly. And keep watching. Like, subscribe, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Cheers.